though, I've been working on an album for Cleopatra Records in LA, and they asked me if I could do an album of 1920s blues songs. So for the last 3 weeks, I've been listening to Blind Boy Fuller and Bessie Smith and C.W. Stone King and all of these guys, and you know, taking the original songs and sort of trying to bring them forward a little bit so that they're a little more accessible to modern ears. And I'm almost finished. I recorded my 11th one today. I got to do one more and I'll be done with that. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Some of them I played just with acoustic slide guitar and sang. Some of them I did more of a kind of a ZZ Top, Foghat sort of thing too. And but they're all great songs. Meat Shaking Woman. Got me a woman. She got meat shaking on her bones. You know, it's like awesome. So all these cool songs by these great artists. The 20s was a great decade.
Yeah, it was. It's nice to bring that back.
For music
so
and culturally, there was just a lot going on in that decade, and so it was, you know, it was cool when they asked me to do this. I was already a little bit, I had some knowledge because I'm, you know, real familiar with the early 50s and 40s Chicago big voice blues guys like Howlin' Wolf and Muddy Waters and all those guys, and their backstories, if you go and look at the artists that, you know, they were inspired, but they all came from the 20s. So it's really fun. You know, I already was a little familiar with this, but then I had to go back and actually do some research and, you know, then pick the songs and find the lyrics I liked. And, yeah, I think everybody's going to, it doesn't matter who you are, I think this is going to be an interesting record when it's done. I'm hoping to get nominated for a Grammy.
That would be nice.
Yes, that's my goal.
Well, right on. That's a great goal to have, and it seems like you're pretty much going to be there. So.
Yeah. And then we're working on starting next week a brand new Pat Travers band album. So we'll be in the studio, and so we should have you know, a new CD before the end of this year, as far as the band goes.
I've got one more question for you. You know, you've been doing this a long time. Is there any one performance or one place that has been the most memorable and that you love the most? Yeah,
I do. I have one, and it was 1978 in Oakland, California. Bill Graham, the famous impresario of rock in the Bay Area in San Francisco, he would put on these things at the Oakland Coliseum, like 70,000 people, called Day on the Green. And it would start at noon, and he would have 5 bands, and it would finish around 8 or 9 in the evening. And the one I did, AC/DC opened, okay, at 11 o'clock in the morning. They came on. And then Van Halen came on after them, then my band, then Foreigner, then Aerosmith.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's an amazing lineup.
It was great. And I got, you know, I met Steven Tyler for the very first time that day, and we've been, you know, real good buddies ever since then. So, yeah, it was cool.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me.
My pleasure.
I don't want to interrupt your ritual or anything. I made this a little bit longer than I wanted to, but
okay.
Hey, since I had you here, I had to take my chance.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, Constance. Cheers.